Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people from NgKore were busy this week, so not much any updates. Basically, first update is about the NgKore talk that we are doing. We had like two talks there. One was done by me and one was done collaboratively by Shubham and Shankar. So our conference was really good, and the next thing is next conference I did my talk, and I represented NGO at ASEAN CCS Taiwan conference, and basically the research paper was there from NGO, which was initiated by me. So this paper will be publishing it very soon, and we'll share to NGO updates, or maybe we'll add the link, or maybe we'll just put the research paper in NGO website, and maybe we can create an NGO post. Another thing was like NGO recently did a panel discussion. So there were two panel discussions which NGO was a part of. It was related to Open SSL conference, corporation and Open SSL foundation. So that went very well, and and yeah, so I am attending this ASMCC conference, and this was related to Free 5GC. So I'm not sure whether we should put this in the agenda or not, but then like potential collaboration between NGO and Free 5GC would be there for background information. What Free 5GC is, it's like the open source project that we are using for quite a long time now, and there were a lot of talks related to the new features that Free 5GC are going to implement it, and they're doing really good. And I initiated the conversation regarding them, regarding the NGCore and what are the things that we are doing. So they're like really happy to collaborate, and they said like they're always open for collaboration. And I also mentioned the point that we recently did collaboration with Ether project, so they said yes. And as of now, they're like 30 active students who are contributing to Free 5GC. So they said like if we have any other feature request, then please shoot it at us, and maybe their student can do the code, like can add that feature in the Free 5GC project. But anyways, we said like okay, we can definitely do that, but we are looking for more collaboration because a lot of things undergroundly we are also working on Free 5GC. So we would be really happy to make it public, like the PPC feature and all, and the eBPF thing that we are doing. So that was it from the engagement level perspective. Now regarding the technical work that we are doing, so I'm not sure about other working groups. So PQC working group, which I'm leading, we started work on the CUSSL, which is basically like CUDA based PQC and OpenSSL. So Megha, who is my sister, is taking care of it, and she will uh, she will upload the code by today, by the end of the day. So I think I'm looking forward to do it, and I'll provide the GitHub link of it. And she has done the code level implementation. Now we were waiting for the hardware to do the testing of it, but I think it will take some more days to get the hardware access because the recent hardware that we requested from Supermigrate got cancelled. So let's hope in the next week we have some hardware to do the testing of it. And if it goes well, then maybe we can promote it. And I've also talked with the NVIDIA guys, so they are also really happy that we are doing this thing, and they said like we are very open to provide any help if you want. So that is the thing. And one blog that I was working on with the GPU based PQC on AI ran. So this is also sent for review to some of the people from there. Uh, not in an official manner, but in unofficially. So looking for the response, and maybe by the end of this week we will upload this blog onto the GitHub. Sorry, onto the documentation server that everyone has, along with the LinkedIn post. So I'm also looking forward to it. Regarding the AI working group, I think two students has joined us, and Satyam is sort of giving them direction on what to do next and what their interest is. I think it's started slowly, so it will do some progress gradually. So that's also a good point. And next week, NgCore will be at where invited Singapore. So I'll make a post on the metric server that we are going to this region. If someone is interested in this, please feel free to contact us. So these were like the very high level updates from my side. Any questions, and if there's anything that you want to add on this, uh, please please go ahead. Thanks. Or any points on these, any discussion points related to this. Yeah. NgKore, yes, go on. And that is great, man. Do test bed collaboration. Yeah, that's really interesting. Uh, yeah, I also remember talking to that guy. I think he was NIST associate or something like that. So yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, maybe we can reach out. So I think Shubham, you can send an email. Do you have any information or any LinkedIn? Yeah, perfect. So I think I'll just assign it to you. And this one, who will be responsible for this? Uh, Maybe shall I assign Shankar to it?
Sure.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just want to
Maybe.
confirm, like, this time we haven't received any notification regarding the tech meeting, right?
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, we can send an email and let's see what happens.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm asking, like, about the tech meeting of NgKore. Do you guys received any um, notification regarding the meeting or not?
No, I did not. No. I get the like the calendar. What is that called?
Not,
Notification. Yes,
not
correct.
in the
Notification.
email, right?
Not in the email, but just like the normal Mac notification. Yeah, maybe I think we should like also send the invitation on email, like LFM guys do it.
Still wondering, like, no, it did not happen. Yeah.
Your
That's why the audience is not here today.
your voice is a bit dull. No, Shubham, your it's okay. Shankar's voice is a bit dull.
Okay, is it? Yeah, continue, Shubham. So according to what I have planned in the calendar itself, mail should be sent by default automatically. But I don't know why it is not working.
Yeah, maybe just have a look. To be updated on LinkedIn as well as Okay. Okay. And what type of log are those? Okay. Maybe new logs. Okay. And okay. Yes. I think just wanted to ask Satyam regarding. Satyam, did you get any chance to contact the new students again, or any updates from their side, or like, is there any way we can have that?
Not yet, but yeah, I've provided them some documents they are reading upon.
Okay, perfect.
Uh, can we also uh,
Yeah,
do
go on.
this? What Satyam is doing, like sharing the content to the students on the element itself.
Yeah, I talked with them to be more active on metrics. Satyam, did you initiate any conversation on metrics?
No, no, not on Matrix, on LinkedIn.
Okay, yeah, I think what is so it's like they are like currently learning, and once they are like, I think very clear with what thing that they want to work on, I think maybe after that they will do they will show more activity on the metric server. But anyway, Satyam, would it be possible if you guys just share the resources on AI? I mean, not only to them, but for like relevant talks, anybody who's joining the AI server, maybe they can have some relevant talks.
Okay.
Yeah. And is there anything else? Yes. Yeah, I think Satyam we joined a bit late. Just more updates on the PPC group. That the CUSSL work we have started, and Mega is taking care of it, and we are pushing the code on the GitHub tonight. I'll send the link on the metrics server, and just wanted to give you your community updates. And I'm also
So
like,
you have
Mhm.
tested the CUSSL on the
uh,
GPUs?
yeah. So the code level implementation is sort of done, but we were actually waiting for the hardwares, which was, which was supposed to be today to do the testing of it. But maybe we will have to next. We'll have to wait for
Okay. So do you have any test bed for CUSSL on the code level?
Yes, yes.
So can you explain the components of that test bed?
Okay. So we've still not tested, but the code level wise, I'll explain you. So there is something called OpenSSL provider. OpenSSL provider.
Okay.
So so integrating new things on OpenSSL itself is a very tough task. So what OpenSSL has done is they call it they call it something like provider. So using provider, you can implement your implementation and other implementation, and you can link those implementation with OpenSSL library. you know so now what we have done, so usually what people do is like they create their source code, then they create a provider. There is a very good documentation on how to create a provider, and then using some of the APIs, they link all those things. Now what we thought was like, let's create a provider on CUPQC that can be directly integrated to OpenSSL. This thing, how we were doing previously was we were using CUPQC, and then we integrated it on LibOQS, and then LibOQS is integrated with OQS provider, and then OQS provider serves the same thing on OpenSSL. This was used. We used to do because OpenSSL at that time did not have their own native implementation of PQC algorithm, but now after 3.5 they have this PQC support. So I think we the point of doing this was like we thought instead of doing step by step and providing a lot of implementation using the PostgreSQL and OPS provider, why don't we directly integrate CUPQC with OpenSSL? So integrating CUPQC with OpenSSL required a provider that we are calling the CUPQC provider, and using this thing we are so the TLS stack is still the same. OpenSSL has their own PQC algorithm when it comes to TLS. Now we are like in place of their implementation of PQC algorithm, we are providing CUPQC algorithm using the new CUPQC provider. And this whole project we are calling it CUSSL. So I think the logic wise, it's done, and we did not have GPU and the server at that moment, so we have not tested it completely. But maybe next week, once we get the access of those server and hardware along with GPU, then we can do the validation testing. And let's see how it goes.
Could you tell me which language is it in?
CUPQC is your .cu CUDA files, and it has some C header also. And OpenSSL is completely written on C and C++. So the APIs and the provider that we are using are also in C.
Okay, so are you like linking it to the dynamic library of the OpenSSLs, which they call it as libSSL?
Mm, not completely. So I think the way it will work is the provider itself has another binary that they run, and the same provider now we are using CUPC provider, so it will have another binary, I think. And those and maybe those things will be linked. Uh, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll ask to Megan and
So
be more
uh,
specific with answer.
the reason I'm asking this is because there is a possibility for, you can trace the SSL environments and all those encoding decoding functions with eBPF. So currently in the dynamic linking part it's possible, but when you go into binaries built using Python, they use a different approach over there. So in that case you won't be able to trace with eBPF, but if this has some support that allows you to have a dynamic linking, then it's possible that you can use eBPF, and you can have a good observability before the encryption decryption part, and you can also trace other stuffs as per your use case.
Oh, that is interesting. But I remember Nikhil was trying to do this same on OpenSSL, and in a way he was telling that it's very tough to do with OpenSSL because their way of implementation is very
No,
unique.
libSSL, it's very easy. They
Oh, wow.
already do it.
Okay, okay.
Almost every observability company will come and say you that we hook on to SSL read and writes. So they do it, but I'm not sure if you're talking about some other library of open SSLs.
Mm,
Is it a
um,
statically linked library or is it a dynamic linked library that you're talking about?
I'm not sure. Maybe you can ask to Nikhil
So
regarding
if
this.
you're talking it in terms of Go binaries, there you might have some problem.
Okay.
But that also can be mitigated through some offset calculations on your end. But we won't need it if it's in C, as you're saying about CUSSL.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the next part, GPU based PQC on AI RAN. Could you explain it a bit?
Yeah, this is not a like already implemented. This is what I am proposing with NVIDIA. So, NVIDIA, so, like honestly speaking, we are one of the few adopters of CUPQC, the NVIDIA PQC library, and we wanted to show like what are the use case that we are working on. And you remember we have done this mid-haul implementation with CUPQC. So what my proposal is like, for a very long time when we were trying with FlexRen and ODU and ODU high, so there was a hardware tool that was called Q80. This is Intel Quick Assist Technology Adapter. So it was a hardware, and what we wanted to do, like, you have to buy another hardware to do the acceleration, crypto acceleration between whether it's your CU, DU, or any other level. Now, what my proposal was, now everyone is focusing on the GPU based RAN deployment. Everybody is going to the NVIDIA Ariel, since they are like the fathers of AI RAN. Now, I was thinking like, now every L1, L1 workload especially is shifting towards the GPU based. Why don't we shift our workload of cryptography on the GPU using CUPQC or something like that. And in that sense, if we have like, if we're using the GPU system for doing the L1 acceleration, and do the L2 implementation, or just run the whole RAN, why we need to buy another Intel hardware called Q80 to the crypto acceleration, which Intel was providing, and this is what Redis had been doing at some point. They're using the Q80. Now, instead of doing everything with Q80, now our workload is, and other companies are also shifting towards GPU based RAN called AI RAN. Now, on AI RAN, what we are talking is, let's use the cryptography on the GPU as well. So this is just like a proposal. The blog I have already ready. The blog is already ready. I've sent it to the NVIDIA guy. I can't disclose the name of that person, but he is reviewing that thing with his marketing people, and he will get back to me, I think, by the end of this week. So maybe in this week or the next week, we'll upload this blog on NgKore documentation.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Yes, yes. And those people, the India people, are really open to this, and they uh, told me that if you want any help, you can always contact them. I mean, this is what everyone says, but let's see. Yes. And anything else on other, like, are you guys doing anything on, not to come to everyone? Are you guys doing anything on EBPA or telecom at the moment? I know we were all busy with conference call, but is there any future work that you guys are planning to do?
Mm, So, meanwhile, I just want to inform that there was some issue with the invitation link. It only sent notification to the calendar itself. So now I have added the email notification as well. So sorry for the inconvenience. And from now on, we'll get the email notification 1 hour prior to the meeting itself. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, but would you be able to open your mic and tell me about things that you are studying? AI ops. We are in conversation with some universities in Dubai. We will have a session. Oh wow! Let me just copy paste this.
Mm, Shubham, I just want to confirm like this PQ Proto is like um, in a process stage or like it's already mature completed project. Yeah. So yeah, you're working on it, right? So we can add PQ Proto as well. Sure. Adi.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do anyone have any question regarding PT Proto? Okay. Shankar, can you share the LinkedIn post link for the OpenSM conference that NGCore
Yes,
did
I can do that.
gave a talk on?
You mean
Yes, sir.
the post we shared today, right?
Yeah, yes, yes. Just edit on the documentation. I will
Okay.
copy paste the link.
Hmm. Right. So I guess we had a few good things in current state, right? So in BKC we have four things. That's good. On the AI side, also, when we'll talk with the Red Hat guys, they were saying that they want to contribute. Uh, I'm not sure if they want to contribute via the company itself or they want to do it by themselves, but they want to do something on the AI side, in specifically in India, like what NgKore is doing. So yeah, I guess they will be available next week because this week they will be traveling in the Prague and visiting some other places. So most probably we'll have some update on this part next week. And yeah.
Yeah, that is nice. And please CC Satyam also on that email, whatever you use.
Hmm.
Send them, okay.
Sure.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? I think
Uh,
we have few minutes left.
mhm. Just a reminder to uh, leave it. I will text you. There's a thing that I need to mention.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow, wow. And did you attend that constant time presentation, Shubham? Oh, you were okay. I see. You had a same. You had a presentation at the same time when there was like big constant. Okay, big constant time. Yeah, and I think I recently had a conversation with Kajal that she will be providing the presentation and maybe the video to all the audience. So I would highly recommend you to see the presentation of Bill. You know, Billy is the name, the tech representative of academics at OpenSA back. So please give it a watch and then see what type of relation you can make out of it. Yeah, and yeah, I think I'm really happy to see the blog related things, even though I think we were busy, so not doing much on the code level and update and project update. But I mean, we are not sitting silent, so blog and other things are coming. And I'm really happy to see that. And hopefully, we get more contributors. And, and let's try to do collaboration with 5GC also. And yeah, do more engagement. I think we
Shubham,
are also thinking about education content. So let's see what it goes.
could you give a brief on this constant time blog? What does it mean? Yeah. So constant time handling will mitigate side channel attacks. Okay.
I think maybe a bit of like background information I can give on constant time. I'm not an expert at that area, but I was also looking into it. So in cryptography, where so there is a window, you know, is like when the input is very less small, the you can say the window size is small, you know. And window when the input or any public parameter or private parameter is very large, then that input window becomes very large. So what now constant time is saying is, whether the input is small or whether the input is very large, you do a constant time window for any type of parameters, you know. Because I think they say like there could be some threads on looking at this pattern on the small window time and on the large window time. And maybe an attacker could do some side channel attack, looking on the this pattern. Okay, if the parameter is this small, then the if the time window is this small, then we have an idea that it could be the parameter of something related to this. If the time window is this much, so the parameter would be related to this. So there could be some like possible patterns which an attacker can find. Now what they are saying, even if the input is very small, even if the input is very high, you do provide a constant time window. And if the input is small, just add 000 in that window, so that whole time window can be like time, and whatever the data we feed into that window remains same, whatever that input is, how small or how large it is. So there was a presentation in OpenSSL. A lot of people are discussing that constant time should be there. It's not an easy implementation, but some people are saying that this is complete rubbish, and we should not do constant time, looking at the challenges that there will be possible. So this is like a very high level
So
explanation.
why are the people? What are the points the people are keeping who are saying this is rubbish?
Yeah, I'll have to look into this. I did not attend the session, but one very like easy explanation is the constant time implementation is very tough. A lot of changes in OpenSSL would take place, and usually when a lot of things get changed into OpenSSL, so all the distributors of OpenSSL who have their own fork, who have their own patch of OpenSSL, who they sell to other customers, it's not very comfortable for them because they will completely disturb the patches and the fork that they are maintaining. So any major changes in the OpenSSL library causes some issue for the distributors. But I think that will not stop them from making any major changes. It will delay the process, but will definitely, if the feature is good, they will try to.
Okay. So currently the strategy they use is, I guess it's for good performance.
Cyber slash infect was discovered by the company that I work for, PQ Station. Yeah, yeah. They worked along with Daniel J. Bernstein, DJB, and Matthias, who is from PQC, PQCA. And I met a guy in ACM CCS. He worked along with John B. Knudsen. I think I hope I'm not butchering that. The one guy who worked along with us to create the migration standards technical report that we did, Shubham, for Indian telecom system. So he works with that guy. So I told him I had a good discussion that that guy is very so that guy is from this Royal Institute of Technology. Sorry, I think there's something called KTH. Yes, King's KTH is a very famous. I'm not remembering the full form, but KTH is like a very popular university in, I think, in France. A lot of people from there are sitting at a very good position in Ericsson, like the vice president and all. So Ericsson guys, they do like a mentorship or the PhD or the doctorate program. So that guy is from KTH University, and he was doing a PQC project with John from Ericsson. Yeah, I mean, oh, okay. Yes, yeah, that John guy from who was in the uh, TEC guy, who was like making some comments, harsh comments into the publication, and then later on we edit on it, like the DTLS strong RFC, yeah, that one. And yes, my talk is already done here, and I've talked with the free privacy guys. So let's see where it goes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited for your constant time talk. This is in fact, I was not getting the time, but I really wanted to do a deep dive on this, and you are doing this, so I'm happy for it. Please teach me. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Is this
Okay.
meeting recorded?
Yes.
Okay.
And is there anything you guys are doing, each of us, and wanted to share? Then also the stage is all open for you. Okay. Consider that silence as well. So when is our next tech meeting, Shankar? You are muted. Oh, okay. So it is 28 October, Tuesday. Let me type it down. Next meeting 28 October, Tuesday. Okay then. See you all in next meeting on Tuesday. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys for this.
Bye.